book lovers, I'm Kelly Weinman and I'm a senior executive leader with Usborne Books and More, and I want to talk to you all about some of our wonderful social studies, history, and geography resources that you can use this summer to help your children be ready for school next year. Okay, I want to start out by talking about our Children's Picture Atlas. This is a beautifully illustrated book. It will capture your child's attention. I'm sure it's just really neat to look at, and you're going to learn lots of interesting things by looking through this book. So this book has lots of maps, obviously, and I'll try to show you some of them, with lots of neat facts about the place that's on the map. And the cool thing, at the end, you can take this quiz. It's called A Trip Around the World, and it's going to ask you to go back through the maps and find certain things. So it will say things to see. Number one, would you see penguins in the Arctic or in Antarctica? And they can read that, and then they can look back through the maps and try to find the answer to that question. So this is a great one that would be good to have on hand this summer. Another great book to have on hand, not just during the summer, but during the school year, is the Usborne Geography Encyclopedia. It's a pretty thick book. It is internet reference, so there's internet links throughout the book where you can look things up online. It's got beautiful, wonderful pictures, guys, and lots of interesting facts. Just a good thing to have on hand to help with your older children when they're working on geography. If your kids like puzzles, this would be a great one for this summer. The Usborne Atlas and Jigsaw Puzzle of the World. It comes in a box that looks like this. And then it comes with a 300-piece jigsaw puzzle. I have not opened it yet, but there it is. And then it also comes with a book, an Atlas of the World picture book. And so it has lots of neat pictures for kids to look at here. And then at the back, it also has all the flags of the world. And then at the very back, you have a quiz that you can take. And they ask you questions, a world quiz. They ask you where you can find certain things around the world. So this would be a really fun thing to have on hand this summer to work on those geography skills. Wanting to work on some history this summer, our sticker dressing books may be just what you need. This one is the First World War. And if you open it up, there are lots of different pictures and just lots of basic interesting facts for your kids to read. As they're working through this, they're going to learn some general facts about World War I, and then they're also going to meet some of the soldiers who fought in World War I, and they're going to get to dress the soldiers in their uniform. There is also a sticker dressing app that you will learn about when you purchase this book that's in the beginning for your kids to work on. The World Wars. This is an amazing book, you guys. I had never seen this book until I found it recently and ordered it. It's a pretty thick book, but it's going to introduce your student to the two world wars and what happened during those time periods. It's just full of interesting facts about World War I and World War II, and would be a great resource to have on hand this summer if your child needs some reading, and if this is something that would interest them. All right, if you're going to be traveling this summer, this might be a really great book to have on hand, especially if you are going to one of these great cities. This book just talks about the world's great cities. New York City is featured, London, Sydney, Venice, Paris, and it's full of lots of flaps. So you're going to learn lots of interesting things about these cities as you read through them and lift up the flaps. So if you're going to one of these cities this summer, this would be an awesome thing to have on hand. And again, if you have a child interested in history, I just think this book is fascinating. This is Esperance Timelines of World History, and it's basically just a gigantic timeline. It's nonfiction, obviously, and it would probably be better for an older reader, but so many interesting facts. It starts in the Stone Age and works all the way to the millennium, and it's just got lots of neat stuff. I was thinking about how I might use this over the summer, and I think if I had an older child, I might have them read a little blurb every day and then maybe summarize it for me, what they learned. So many interesting facts. I was looking through it and just found lots of cool stuff that I didn't know. So this is a great one to have on hand as well.